My boy, A. Lamau, made a video, Things You Missed in the Amazing Digital Circus pilot. So, I want to see, as someone that's really been tripping balls all over the Amazing Digital Circus, I am more than excited to see lore, plot, and other amazing things that I probably missed in the Amazing Digital Circus. Because I analyzed the fuck out of this, and I want to see what I missed! So let's actually see what we got here, baby!
The pilot for the Amazing Digital Circus finally released. This 25-minute show featured a bunch of secrets and references that you may have missed in your first viewing. In this video, I'll go through them all and showcase the things you may have missed. So right at the beginning, in the theme song when Kaufmo is supposed to show up, we instead see a cardboard cutout of him that falls over and has disclaimer text, saying he didn't show up today. We learn later in the
That sounds exactly like something I missed. Okay.
Episode that the reason he doesn't show up is because he went insane and got abstracted.
He went insane! Obvious, probably the most relatable character. The guy that just completely went buttfuck wild. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found ourselves a relatable character at long last.
Reference to Raggedy Ann from the 1977 film.
True. Ragatha, it's just a really cute name. It's Raggedy Ann. Raggedy Agatha.
Ann and Andy, a musical adventure. I didn't catch this the first time I watched, but the reason Gangle is sad the whole episode is because she has two masks, and the happy mask was broken when Pomni shoved everyone. Gangle's design is a reference to the comedy and tragedy masks of theater.
Dude, can we just appreciate the character design here for a second? All these characters are designed so well to fit into this circus vibe.
His design is based on a chattering teeth toy. When Pomni is getting a tour by Caine, he glitches for a moment and plays a dial-up internet sound effect. His eyeballs show a Windows blue screen error. When the gang walk down the hallway on either side.
No, I actually like that Windows blue screen error, because it implied that Caine himself might just be a puppet of a higher being, or a higher power, you know? I really thought that was interesting. These are obvious. I don't think that this video is going to really blow my mind with any details I might have missed, per se, but it is definitely highlighting a lot of interesting points in the episode. One of which being the fact that by this scene over here of Caine blue screening, Caine might just be an AI. He might just be the AI, you know, Mr. Beast fill-in character to keep the circus exciting and wild.
Sound effect. His eyeballs show a Windows blue screen error.
He might not have
When the gang walk down the hallway, on either side of them are doors to different human rooms. On one of the rooms we can see a mannequin. What you'll notice is that there's more than 6 doors, which mean that all of the past doors are for humans that died or went insane. And that's why there's an X through the portraits on the doors. On the first door on the left, it's a little hard to see, but we can make out 2 eyes, 2 appendages that resemble a jester's hat on their head, and several different colored balls.
Humans that have already gone insane
on their purple body. On the door on the right, we see a pink slimy creature with 1 eye in the middle of its head. On door 2, we see an orange dog. Across was the door for an orange and green anteater looking character. Across from Ragatha's is a mannequin. Personally,
a living one, right? This character's alive. I'm blocking it with my avatar, but by the fact that this character over here doesn't actually have the X on it, it means this character's probably gonna show up at some point. I feel like that's safe to say.
The theory is that the mannequin doors represent doors not occupied by a human yet.
Oh,
this explains why there isn't an X on them, since they aren't alive, and we see mannequins later in a room with Caine. Pomni's portrait is a reference to the sad spot.
Ah, that's cute! I didn't notice that! Yo! That's awesome. That's that's hilarious, dude.
Queen-looking character. This character is also dead, so they probably were introduced around the time that Kinger appeared in the circus. Kinger's door is right after hers, which adds to this theory. After Kinger's is another mannequin. After the mannequin is Zubel's door.
Zubel!
We see another mannequin door and then Kaufmo's. Across from Kaufmo's door is Gangle's. The up-close scene of Pomni is a reference to a popular meme.
You definitely see it. It's the same exact style, right? The zoom in. It's a Mob 100 thing. It's the zooming in into the character from the perspective of the eyes. Every anime does this. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is the biggest offender of doing this pose, this eye zoom in.
Reference to a popular meme / format, but I can't remember the name, so if you do know it, let me know in the comments. One door up from Kaufmo's is another mannequin. One door up from the mannequins is another dead character. It's hard to see clearly, but they look to have a yellow and blue body. Inside Kaufmo's room, scribbled all over the walls.
Dude, that's so scary, right? Because he saw the exit door.
Or the word exit. In one frame, we see 3 portraits. One shows a dark green exit hallway, the second shows a dark orange hallway, and the last one shows a creepy Kaufmo image. In the next frame we see a drawing of Kaufmo with the text, "No exit" beside.
I mean, that was probably Kaufmo, he made this portrait probably to hold on to reality. That's how I interpret it, at least. Right? So Kaufmo makes this with no exit, to hold on to reality. The exit's not real, don't worry about it. Hey, this is me, there's no exit. But it didn't work. And the concept of an exit door just completely consumed him. This is what my room says. I have a picture of myself like this that says no bitches, and then the rest of the walls are just covered in bitches, bitches, bitches.
The other portrait shows some faces on some type of pot. On the left, we see a drawing of something with 2 eyes. On Kaufmo's bed,
That's 2 eyes on a penis.
it says can't sleep.
Sorry.
On the opposite end, it says, what did the? In the next frame, we can see a little more of the bed, but it's blocked by building blocks. It looks like it says, what did something say?
Dude, the 2 eyes is obviously, it's Caine. This is the same photo. This is the same image as the one that you saw on the other one that you weren't exactly certain what it is. It's Caine.
To something. On the wall, we can see the full drawing from before. We can see now that it shows a large Caine with Kaufmo running from him. It is the text, no way out, beside it. In the next frame, we see some more secrets. We see a portrait of Kaufmo with no way out again, one of a dark doorway. One shows the abstract eyes. The next shows the abstract eyes looking at Kaufmo in the doorway. We see another portrait of
creepy.
Kaufmo with scribbles on it saying,
Right,
what
so
did the...
it's like, I guess Kaufmo, while he was still, before he went completely insane, I guess there was a point in his life where he felt like these eyes were watching him and these eyes were coming after him, right? I mean, it was probably all in his head, but still, it felt real enough to him. It's like the eyes were watching him every time he walked into his room.
The exit say to the clown. In the frame after, we see a better look at the person's door behind Ragatha. They're a turquoise sock puppet looking character with blue ears and a red flower on their head. When Kaufmo attacks Ragatha on the left, we see the yellow and blue character on the door from earlier. They resemble a clown. While Pomni runs, we see a blue character on a door. We see the purple character again from earlier. So from all the doors, we can see that there is at least 8 other humans that died before Pomni arrived. There's also plenty of empty doors, so we'll likely get introduced
to Digi-destined!
New characters as the show progresses. Their appearances also seem to follow various themes, with some characters resembling clowns, while others resemble...
Ooh, maybe all those eyes someone in chat just mentioned, maybe all those eyes on those portraits that, what's his face? Kaufmo was drawing, was when Caine says, I keep my 100 all-seeing eyes on you! Right? Maybe that was like what he was referencing, the Caine eyes, but I don't know. I kind of feel like it's the eyes on his like Eldritchian body that he felt like were attacking him, even though they didn't actually exist outside of him. It's just a symbol of just falling into insanity. Ms. Katie, thank you for the raid.
Resemble sock puppets, toys, and games. When Jax goes down the slide, it says radical on the wall. When he kicks the last pin, it says spare. While in the exit door area, there's some creepy portraits on the walls.
I actually like that spare thing.
When he kicks the last pin, it says...
So he goes, and then he breaks it over his knee, right? Because this spare thing looks like it's just like the typical comic powwow or whatever, like the SFX that you'll see in comics and manga. But in this circus, it's a very real thing that's just helping to serve for the entertainment of whoever's watching this crazy show.
Spare. While in the exit door area, there's some creepy portraits on the walls. They remind me of the back rooms. Pomni enters a room that resembles one from the Stanley Parable game. We see a computer setup.
Oh my god, it's the endless IKEA!
But what appears to be a VR headset on the right. We see the light on the computer flicker at the end of the episode, so it's got some significance in the lore of the
It heavily implies that this all is taking place in that little dinky old computer.
show. On the wall, we see the CNA logo. Some people have been speculating that this stands for Caine and Abel. Perhaps the entire company was owned by Caine, and the humans are employees trapped in the circus. In the next shot,
maybe. I don't know, Caine and Abel. I wonder how that plays in, because it has to, right? And it's no coincidence that where they are right now in this, like, cafeteria, the outside looks really real, right? It just looks like a forest, like a real forest. There is nothing digital circusy about that.
We see Caine at a restaurant. At the bottom of the screen, we see a phone number which I don't think has been deciphered yet, and a link to a website. If you visit the website, we see this trailer video. I'll let the footage roll.
You're watching Glitch Productions.
That's cute. I love when they do that, honestly.
Caine, what's up? Can't talk? Makes sense. You're probably getting ready for the big release of the amazing big release of Digital Circus. Why don't you show the folks at home a little what you've been working on?
Bro, and it's that same computer! Okay.
Join Pomni, Jax, Ragatha, Jack, and all the gang in the...
Look at Jack. Wait, what?
Pomni, Jax, Ragatha, Jack.
Who the fuck? Is that Jack Black? Is that just a random picture of Jack Black? No way.
Join Pomni, Jax, Ragatha.
It's Jack Black! Why? Jablinski Games!
Jack and all the gang in the amazing Digital Circus. An immersive experience like never before. In this wacky place, new friends lurk around every corner. And with our new experimental hardware.
Let's go.
That gets you awesome visuals. And lifelike audio. It's like you're really stuck in there with everyone. Buy it now and you'll even get a limited edition digital Circus Glorb stick. Offering valid in New Jersey. The
Based, fuck New Jersey, based.
amazing digital Glorb stick. Circus. Your adventures are limited only by your...
Oh my god, I cannot believe they made this whole trailer, this whole wild trailer to this digital circus, and they put it on another website that you can only find by searching the link of some random thing in a corner of the actual show. That is so cool.
One of my Discord members suggested...
That's insane, honestly. I love when shows take, like, the extra steps to do something like that.
...said this to me, but the premise of the show seems to be somewhat similar to the anime Sword Art Online, where people put on the VR headset to play the game and instead get stuck inside it. Caine throws...
I hate when people compare this to Sword Art Online. I've seen so many people do that. This is just like Sword Art Online. You put on the VR headset, you're trapped in the game, and then you're stuck there. And if you die in the game, maybe you even die in real life. The only similarity between this and that is that they seem to be stuck in some kind of game. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Kaufmo into the cellar below the circus. This looks to be an area full of abstracted entities, so it's likely where other past humans were put once they went crazy. The pilot ends with a zoom out to the computer from earlier, only this time it's switched on. So yeah, that's all of the cool details and secrets I noticed while watching the amazing digital circus pilot. If you have any theories or things I might have missed, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.
This video was less things that I missed and more just cool details. Thank you, Gamer, for the 2 gifted subs. I really appreciate the support. But honest to God, this show was really good. The fact that I'm still thinking about it, you know, over a week after I watched it, to the point that I'm just still consuming media about it, just goes to show how good it is. Anyway, I'm excited for the next thing. I don't know how much more digital circus content I'm gonna make still on the first episode. It seems unlikely. However, let's see what we have in store for the next shiz.
Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam!